What's up guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. So today we're going to start work on a Guardian farm. It's a project I'm super excited about. And we're going to start this out today by taking out the Elder Guardians. So in the Ocean Monuments there's 3 Elder Guardians total. There'll be 2 on the bottom level in each wing, and then there'll be 1 up towards the top. So some things to note, as I'm attacking him with his thorns out, I am taking damage. That is the same equivalent as thorns on your armor. And then as you saw when they retracted, I was no longer taking damage. Stop and eat real quick. Then they'll start shooting you with these laser beams. So you can walk by 2 blocks high gap. Not a gap, 2 blocks stacked up. And they'll stop, or you can get real close to them and that laser beam will stop as well. So in preparation for this, I think I talked about it in my charge creeper farm, we did some AFK fishing. And that's where I got enough puffer fish to make the water breathing potions to be able to do this. You can do it without, you can do it without night vision as well. It just makes things a lot easier. So if you want to do it without the potion of water breathing, you just need to bring you some torches, and you can place them on a wall where you're standing next to the wall, and it'll create an air gap to where you can take a breath and reset your air bubbles down there on the HUD display. Hey, I really need a better sword for this. Another thing that would help, or what I actually have on, is on my armor. I have an Aqua Affinity helmet and a Respiration 3. Aqua Affinity helps you mine faster underwater, and of course the Respiration just helps you breathe for longer. I kind of poked out in the wrong spot. Let's swim up here. Nothing in there. Oh, here we go. These things get pretty easy to navigate once you've done a couple of them. They're pretty much all similar. This should be no Elder Guardian. Oh, that's right. I took this guy out as I was boating past him or sailing past him. Kept getting the mining fatigue as I was going to my base. So I dropped in and took him out. I've never had that problem again. So, cool. 1 less Guardian to take out. Anyway, a little prep work to get to this point. And we actually didn't find sponges in this ocean monument once we dug it all out. These sponges were from another one that I completely torn down, and I just wrecked it. I just wanted the prismarine. We were doing some builds or messing around with a block palette, and sea lanterns are by far one of my favorite lighting sources. So, or actually, I know where I have 2 other ocean monuments I'm going to need to explore here before too long, because 30 sponges is going to make this a little bit of a harder task to drain. But it's going well so far. So now that we got all the Elder Guardians killed, our next task is we're going to start draining the water out of each level and pretty much mine this thing, hollow it out from top to bottom. Oops. Dang it. Come on now. Alright, there we go. So we already actually have some prismarine from, like I said, the first ocean monument that we gutted, completely destroyed. So most of this I'm just going to throw out. Other than the dark prismarine and the sea lanterns, those are a little harder to come by. Oh, come on now. I should have brought a beacon with me. This would have made it a little easier as well. Something I didn't think about. So anyway, we're gonna start mining this out. I'm gonna keep going. Dang, missed another block. Alright, we're gonna keep mining this out. We'll jump over there. I'll come back to you guys when I got a little bit more dug out. Alright guys, so we got the first 2 layers, if you will, dug out, and we're just kind of clearing this last floor level out. If you do it in terms of layers, these ocean monuments have 4 layers from top to bottom. Bottom layer being the biggest, and then they get progressively smaller as you come up the monument. Almost cleared out the entire floor. It's got this last little bit to clear out. So basically our plans are is we're going to keep the overall structure of the ocean monument itself. Like I said in the last clip, I really like it. I think it's a pretty neat structure, all in all. Excuse me. And but we're going to change it up. We're going to make the entire monument itself the oh, I got some hiccups. I'm sorry about that. We're going to make the entire monument itself as the farm, and then drain all the water around it. And I think what our plans are is we're going to switch out all the prismarine, all the dark prismarine, and all the prismarine bricks into one of 3 blue glasses. Cyan, light blue, and blue glass. And I think it's going to look really awesome. It's going to be quite a enduring task, but that's where we're going to start at. Once we get that done, we'll start slapping the blue glass around the monument. I've got a kind of an idea of a shape I want to build. And then what we'll do is we'll build the farm after that. So we won't get it all finished up in today's episode, but we will probably turn this into a 3-parter, maybe a 4. Just depends on how much I can get done. We're having some issues with game crashing since this last bug fix update. I can't hardly be in my world for 10 minutes and it crashes on me. So trying to get glass has been a pain. Let's jump over to my creative world where I have an ocean monument there completely gutted out. And I'll show you what it looks like. So this world was originally done on survival. I completely drained this thing out. I was noticing some mob spawning, so we're trying to put sea lanterns around, make it look real pretty. Or real nice. And this is what they look like. I changed all the gravel on the ocean floor to glass. We did a nice pattern with some sea lanterns and some leaves. And we were going to live in this thing. This was going to be our base. We got our little guardian farm right there that we built. And this is kind of what they look like gutted. So in this wing here, and the other wing to my right is where the 2 elder guardians will sit, and then one up in the top there where the farm actually is. Like I said, the world, when I expanded it, there's no ice spike biome, so I kept this, turned it to a creative world, and decided, you know, it'd be good for testing, use it for mob spawning, or guardian spawning. I don't really like the square, and by the way, that's what it looks like on the map when you uncover it. But the squareness of this I'm not really digging, so we're going to do something different. Let's start work on the glass now. So I lost some footage between the last couple of clips. I don't know how I got it deleted, but I started doing all this. So anyway, here's what we've got done so far. Let's jump outside and take a look at it. Stop it with your laser beams. So I'm liking it. At first I was a little iffy about it. It was kind of a pain starting out. Now the project's really moving along. I don't know, we've made 3 trips to the desert so far, and I know I'm going to have to make quite a few more. So got the first few layers done. The legs themselves I'll come back and do after I drain the monument. It's really hard to work outside of the monument with the guardians constantly spawning, zapping me. I actually died between the last clip and this one. So actually you didn't get to see the last clip, but I died nonetheless. And I'm dumping a lot of prismarine. I don't need any more. I got tons. So Anyway, we're going to get back to work on changing out this prismarine for glass, and I'll come back to you guys when I have some more work done. You know, this is such a fun thing. Remove the prismarine, place the glass. Prismarine, glass. Prismarine gone, glass. Oh, guys, this has been a project. I've been at this for a couple hours now, and we're finally winding down. Oops, getting the last little bit of glass. I think we only have a few more layers to do. We've had to go back and forth to the base. We've had to go back and forth to the desert to get more glass. We've had to get more things to make more potions. Had to go back to get blocks to build this stupid scaffolding because I threw out all the prismarine in the last clip. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, let's get back at it. So here it is, guys. Put in some work. Took me just a couple more hours to do. But here's the entire ocean monument changed. So the front side of this thing's the only thing that really has any dark prismarines, and that's kind of nice. That's all the blue glass I'm going to use, because the whole outside of it's going to be surrounded in blue glass to kind of blend into the ocean. Everything else is cyan and light blue glass. And you can kind of start seeing it real predominant, the different colors, but I think once we get it drained, it'll look even better. But halfway through this project, I kind of started regretting my idea. And oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Now you see it? Now you don't. Huh. That's pretty neat. It disappears when you go above water. Anyway, as I was working on this, about halfway through it, I was like, oh, man. I'm so exhausted right now. It was a project. I started regretting it. But now that it's finished, I still got the pillars outside to do. And like I said in the last clip, we're going to wait and we're going to do those at the end after we drain this thing. So, this is awesome. You can see all the guardians around. Whew. Man, what a project. I hope you guys like it as much as I did. I put a lot of work in this, a lot of time. I think it was well worth it in the end. That's all our blue glass for the outside. That's not going to be enough. And I was talking about dying. I died again. So there's all my spare armor I need to take back to the base. Geez, inventory management in Minecraft, it's always fun. So we did pick up some more glass than we needed to finish this monument itself. I'm not sure how much, but I'm probably going to need at least another inventory full of cyan stained glass to finish those, excuse me, hiccups again, to finish those pedestals. And this is definitely not, I remember draining the last one and I used 3 or 4 double chests of glass, and then I had a double chest of sand that I also need. Gravel works too, but sand's a little easier. You know, you're not losing the, or making flint out of every other freaking gravel block, so. If you saw there quickly in my chest, I did go get more sponges. That's still not going to be enough when I actually start draining the water around this thing. So I don't know if I got another ocean monument in this world. I explored the ones that I knew of. So I'm actually going to have to go out and do an exploration of my world and try to find another monument. But here's the backside of it. Like I said, I think it turned out really awesome. But I'm extremely exhausted. That was quite the project. I think in total it probably took me 4 or 5 hours to do, just because I had to go back and forth to get glass and smelt it all up. You know, we died a couple of times trying to do some of the outside work, and that's why I'm just going to wait till I drain the entire thing. That project, oh man. Once this thing's built, I think I'll be real happy. But as it sits right now, I'm tired. So we're going to take a little break. Put in some more work here soon. Hopefully these guys, 4J Studios, will fix the crashing issues we're having. I ran out of potions of water breathing, so stole a torch. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you did. Thanks for watching.